Good morning, everybody. It's 8:30 in the morning here on Tuesday, October 4th, 2022. Let's take a look at our forage today. Yeah, as the Bermuda grass is disappearing, I'm sorry, I got allergies or something. Kept me up pretty much all night. As the Bermuda grass is disappearing, I see other grasses coming forward. So here, this is kind of the Bermuda grass turning brown and yellow. You can see the liver seed grass is going strong. Excuse me. You got some of this Indian grass growing tall. There's these bunches of grass here with the purple tips. I think that's Dallas grass. There's some other stuff that this doesn't look like Bermuda grass. If it is, it's not turning yellow and brown. But yeah, there's plenty of grass. Just the second the Bermuda grass stops growing, excuse me, it looks like everything else started growing. What's this, clovers? Yeah, that's some kind of clover, isn't it? No, that's not clovers. Oh man, it's dry out here. So it's last night it got about 50 something degrees. This is clover, isn't it? There's clover down there. Yeah, good. I'm glad to see clovers. So it got down to about 50 degrees last night again. This week it's going to get up to the mid 80s. Dry. The minute I start trying to talk, it's going to get up to the mid 80s, and the nights are going to get down to 60. So it's going to be what I would call warm nights, but you know, around here that's not warm, that's cold. And I don't think we've turned the heater on yet in our house, but there's been a couple times when I almost did. Let's look at the manure piles. They're looking beautiful. They're not watery. They're not piling up yet. If they were on hay, here, look, this is that perfect patty with the dimple in there. The flies are all over it, of course. This one's already drying out. So it's looking pretty good. I'm looking at the grass here, and I can see some spots that they missed, like a little bit here and there, but not much. Probably wasn't quite enough grass for them. Definitely wasn't too much grass, I'll tell you that much. I did not walk through the previous day's pasture Monday morning. This is Monday afternoon. I think we're going to cross into Monday morning here in a few feet. Let's see what they did there. More of these manure patties. You know, what always surprises me is how quickly these patties disappear. At the beginning of my pasture, which I want to say was about 6 weeks ago, I need to look it up when I moved them down at the beginning of the pasture, I can't find any patties. They're all missing. Not even like this, like in this form where it's all dried out, right? I don't even see that. So it looks like the process of consuming the patties is working properly in the field. This is Monday morning. They're here. Yeah, I'm seeing grass they haven't eaten. Not a lot, some here. This is definitely grass that they just kind of passed by. Maybe it was too difficult for them to get, or maybe they just weren't hungry. Hopefully the latter, not the former. I can't say everything looks good. Some parts it looks like I'm in West Texas here. Look at that hope. Look at that. That makes me happy to see stuff like that. Something's growing, even without the rain. And as I've said in it before, I'm not the guy that controls the rain around here. And it's probably a good thing, because I don't know how things work and how things grow. I'm just trying to get a little advantage of the natural processes that are already in place. Trying to live up to my role as a caretaker of the land. Yeah, I have a lot of hope here. This grass, if we leave this row and this grass still looks like this, I'll have a lot of hope for when I come back in 6 weeks. And if not 6 weeks, you know, 12 weeks or however long it takes to get back here. Let's see, 12 weeks would be 3 months from now. That would be October, November, December, January. And then 6 weeks after that, then it'll be January, February, March. Yeah, we'll be in March. So 3 rotations of 6 weeks will be in March. If I move, I think it's 200 feet or 200 feet a rotation. 200 feet every 3.5 days. Anyway, this is what I got. I'm pretty happy about it. I didn't spend that much money to get this. I did lime. Last year I did put down about this time of year some clover and some hairy vetch, which didn't do as well as I'd hoped it would, probably because of the lack of rain in the winter. But you know, for coming out of a drought, this is pretty dang nice. And if all my bad droughts were like this, then I have a lot to be thankful for. I was talking with my neighbor and he says the droughts come here about every 10 years. Almost like clockwork. So I'll probably be here in 2032 complaining that there's no rain. But hopefully my grass will look a lot better by that time. So when we move to the beginning of the pasture, I've decided to separate out the bulls and the steer. The steer I can probably let go with the cows, but I want to get them weaned. I'm going to have 2 herds. One herd with the females and one herd with the males. And haven't decided where to put the males yet or how to work that. I'll probably keep the sheep with the cows. Start the cows at the beginning of this field. Maybe move the bulls and the steer to the neighbor's pasture. And I'm not sure if I'll rotationally graze them or just let them eat everything. Hello, little friend. She's following me. Looks like you got something yummy on your lips. Look at this grass. Look at that. I don't have a lot to complain about. Life is pretty good. Yesterday we went to the hardware store. This is not on the topic of cows, but we were looking at building a mobile chicken coop. And we put all the wood that we might need on the cart. And then my wife asked the important question. She says, how are you going to move that? Yeah. So I think we're just going to do tents again. See if we make that work. I have the idea of extending the cords out from the sides of the tent 8 feet. So hopefully the tent won't be touching the ground. It'll be in the air a little bit. I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. I got a bunch of rope. I got 200 feet of rope. And maybe middle of next week, if it's warm, we'll move the chickens out here. If not next week, then the week after, definitely. They should have their full feathers. Anyway, hey, my little ram lambs, you doing your job? Do I have little babies growing inside of my sheep? I sure hope I do. Hopefully I'll make some money with the sheep eventually. Money that I can use to reinvest in the land, so I won't feel so bad. And my wife won't be able to complain that it's a money sink. You know, that's the big concern. Look at this beautiful brown, half Corriente, half Longhorn. Nice slick coat. Nice. This one too, this calf is doing pretty good. That's a heifer, I believe. Is it? Yeah, it's a heifer. A lot of them don't have tags. Some of the tags fell out and I didn't tag the first couple. And I honestly don't know how many calves I have. It's been a while since I tried to count them all. I used to count them every day, but then once I got to about 27 or 28, it was just too much work, you know, because they move on you when you count, so it makes it hard to count. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. Where's all the birds? I don't know where they went. Anyway, guys, take care. Bye-bye.